Meet the Simbas. Bold, aggressive, and hungry to see Africa succeed. They are some of Southern Africa's finest industry leaders who started off with nothing. Chamo Chiwanza, the local maverick, has companies in security, real estate, and transport, to name a few. Ritesh Anand is a leading global fund manager with over 15 years of investment experience. Florence Ziyumbe, a successful corporate lawyer and one of the first women to have her own legal firm in Zimbabwe. Nigel Chanakira, he is the fearless executive chairman of Success Motivation Institute. Gary Thompson, today he's one of the biggest names in marketing and advertising in Zimbabwe. 2 innovators, 5 Simbas. If their pitch is compelling enough, they walk away with a life-changing deal. If not, they leave with nothing.
My name is Transmo Matonodze. I'm representing Omniso, and my project is Utox. I'm really excited and slightly nervous to be on Simba Savannah, but all the same looking forward to sign up at least one Simba. Hello Simbas. I'm here seeking an investment of $100,000 in exchange for 10% equity in my business. Healthcare is always a cause for concern. So many problems. Treatment of patients, speed of response, precision of treatment, correctness of treatment, correct drugs given, correct treatment, correct provider, payment of claims. These are problems we are very familiar with. And what I'm presenting to you is a suite of products that together provide a set of answers to these problems. So the products comprise software modules that run at the service provider side. In other words, your pharmacy, hospital, clinics, medical labs. And also have software modules that run at the medical insurance side. And together, these software components enable management of patient records and secure and confidential exchange of patient records among the different specialists. This is why it's called Utox. It's Utano exchange. And this exchange is what enables speedy response to conditions, being able to curb a particular patient's condition before it escalates, and being able to spot an outbreak before it is in the newspapers. And this is the platform I'm presenting. And to this day, we've managed to set ourselves up in over 150 sites around the country. When I count 150, I'm counting actual paying sites, as opposed to demo sites which number another 100 on top of that. So what I'm presenting to you is something that is already beyond a concept. It's something which is running, something we've managed to sustain and at least break even. The reason why I'm in front of you today is I would like to take it to a much greater level than that, firstly in the country and in the region where we're getting so many queries and requests to cross over.
Show me the money. I didn't hear you talk about the money. Show me the bills. Where's the money? Where's the money this thing? Are you a medical doctor?
No, I'm a software engineer.
So where's the money in this thing?
Okay, so our revenue model is the delivery of the actual software modules both at the medical aid society and at the medical practices. In other words, they pay 2 fees. One is the initial installation fee, which is once off, and then they also pay a retainer fee, which is monthly. The potential market is about 2,500 private practices in the country. While our initial focus obviously is the private sector, what we're offering is very vital to the state as well, because disease control is obviously a concern for the authorities. But our platform enables that to happen.
So you've got 150 sites,
exactly,
fully operational at the present moment.
Fully operational.
So how much revenue are you making per annum out of those existing customers?
Last year we made 80,000.
Give us your 3-year projections.
Okay, when we're able but we did all this without any actual marketing. This is just word of mouth from one doctor to another, one site to another. But our projection is that when we have proper funding and obviously also appropriate skill sets from an administrative angle and from a marketing angle, we would be able to make a revenue of over 800,000 in the first year. And in the second year, we're projecting 1.4. And in the third year, we're expecting to about 2.4 million.
What's your profit in your first year?
In the first year, we are not expecting profit, we're expecting a break even.
On 800,000, you're expecting to make no profit?
Yes, there's
okay,
something.
Let's go second year.
Second year, that was 1.4.
Yeah, profit?
Turnover.
So I want to know your profit. You're going to make turnover of 1.4 million. How much profit will you make?
Oh, okay. In the second year, we're expecting 750 in profit.
Okay. Third year, net profit?
750.
And yeah, that's second year. Third year?
Third year, we're expecting 1.2 million.
In net profit?
Yes.
I've heard you. I've found it really difficult to understand the business, and for that reason, I'm out.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Coming up after the break.
I've got to have a majority stake, Ratish, because I know what I can do. I started this thing, and now we're piggybacking on my deal like we're at some village. No, I said 25%. Now we're some communal deal. I am here.
Chance Moore is seeking $100,000 in exchange for 10% of Utox healthcare platform. He wants to give better healthcare services through technology. Will the Simbas take a chance on him?
Chance Moore,
Yes.
you don't need to be interrogated.
Okay.
I want in. I'm in at 25%. I believe in your vision. I think our health services and connection systems are a shambles. I think that there are huge opportunities of growth, and a little man like you and a little man like me could do wonders to bring it together. I'll give you office space, and we'll make this thing happen. But I'm in for 25%. We'll market it, we'll get the service professionals around you, because they need a solution. There are so many problems at the verification level, so much abuse, and they've got no clue to solve it. And I didn't believe in you when you walked in, but I believe in you now, and I'm saying that before there's a contract. So if another Simba is going to match that or beat that, fine, but just remember that, because I think they'll get excited now.
I thank you very much for that offer. I'm very excited about it.
You know, I like what you're doing. I'm actually not excited by what you can do in Zimbabwe. I'm actually excited about where you can take this business in the region.
Yes.
And because Zimbabwe's health delivery system, the private health delivery system is still way advanced in terms of Mozambique and Zambia. So I'm quite excited about where you can take this business in the region. Having invested across Africa, this is certainly something that I can assist with in terms of expanding into those regional markets. But I would need the support of my fellow Simbas in terms of legal and marketing. I really like your product. You know, you don't make any apologies for being a software engineer. You know, you are a software engineer.
Yes.
It's quite difficult for engineers to explain concepts. Yeah, because you make no apologies, and I make no apologies for that. But I mean, I think
What percent?
I would look for that. I'd be looking for around 10%, between 5 and 10%.
Okay.
But he needs Florence. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, she's about to.
I can feel the pressure. I like the product. I like you. I think you have explained it very well. There are some legal issues, correctly, as they are pointing out, that we need to be attended to. I'm in a position to do that. I have 34 years experience under my belt, and I would give that to you. And I would want, though, in return, a shareholding of at least 15%.
Nigel.
Let me give you some very good advice, young man.
Okay.
If you're almost there, I think you could well be giving away your company to these Simbas here. If you strike your deal, and if you've got the turnovers that you're talking about, you probably could pay for those services and retain your shareholding, the shareholding in your company.
And Chance Moore, I'd say this, being one of the Simbas.
Yes.
Dr. Nigel's advice is exemplary. You need to make a decision now who you want on board and for what amount, because that's really where the relationship's going to be fundamental.
But also remember the wise man Nigel. You kept looking for money. You're walking away with 40%.
Chamo. You said you were out. Just leave it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I keep my mouth shut.
Okay. Would you reconsider also providing a line of credit in addition to your advisory services? Because it's definite money will be needed. So would you consider also providing a line of credit to the company for a specific period?
Yeah. Look, I'm prepared to do that, or we can raise the line of credit that you require. What I am a little bit uncomfortable with is Gary, I think, for 25% for marketing is a little bit high. And if I'm going to go out and raise the capital for this, there's no way I'm doing it for 5%. I can assure you. So if we come down and make this deal more palatable for him, I'm happy to do it.
All right, and Ritesh, I would like to be in this deal with you. Let's all cut some cloth.
Yeah.
I'll come down to 20 because I'm giving more than marketing. I'm going out to get funding too. I'm also going to get out into the relationship branding between the various areas he's talked about, because the service providers have a big problem in verification, and he's got a solution, and I like it, and I love the doctors. So many of them are my friends. So here's the deal. I'll come in at 20, you come in at 5, Florence comes in at 5, and then we give this guy a shot at making this thing work. I'm going out for money too.
I'm not going. I mean, I think that in all fairness, you make your decision. But I think that if we are going to come in together, what I think would be fair for you, based on all the discussions around the table, is a total of 25% for the 3 Simbas. That is what I would propose for you.
Gary, are you in?
Let's go to 30%. Let's go to 30%.
Gary, there's tons of money waiting for us to make together.
I know that. And I was the first one
Because
with
there's
you, boss.
Tanzania
They're in
waiting.
because we were in first.
Chance more.
Let's sweeten
Let
up.
me tell you.
Yes.
When he gets that clause,
Yes.
if I give advice, you lose nothing. Keeping 70% of a company is not too small. And as I said to you,
30%.
what you want to take into account is when you are bringing in the consortium, the 3 Simbas,
Yes.
we are in it
Yes.
to win it.
We're going to hold your hand and walk you through this
to
process.
win it with you.
Guys, I got to keep a majority stake on this.
No,
We'll discuss that.
leave him to us. Leave him to us. We'll deal with
So
him.
we're asking for
All right.
30. So
Make
we're
a
asking
choice.
you
Yes.
to increase this to 30% for 3 Simbas. We'll figure out how we split it.
I've
Okay,
got to have a majajority stake, Ritesh, because I know what I can do on this. I started this thing, and now we're piggybacking on my deal like we're at some village. No, I said 25%. Now some communal deal. I am in. I can have all of
That
the
also
things that
means
you want.
some of your workload will be less than by them. So
Yeah.
Chance
So,
more.
yes.
You also need to take into account that his pitch might offend indigenization laws. So we'll deal with him. Give the 30% and we deal with the other issues. All I'm saying is he's saying he will come in if it's 30%.
Yeah.
So if we can get the 30% agreed,
Yeah.
I know that the Simbas are in.
No, but
This I've known him since he was small. Don't worry, I'll deal with him. Let us just agree on the 30%, and then we will deal with how it's going to be split, because that comes in a special
All right.
purpose vehicle.
All right.
Don't worry about what the Simbas will do.
Florence
All you
is
want to
playing
do
big
is,
sister
if
on
it is
you now.
30%,
All right.
take it, take the deal, because there will be more that comes with it.
And we're in.
for
I'll
three
deal
of
with
you,
my-
30%
Yes.
with a line of credit,
Access.
at least 100,000.
Yes.
I'm happy to accept the offer.
Deal.
Okay.
We've got a
We've
deal.
got to talk right now. Consummate.
You know how to negotiate. You know how to negotiate. Well done.
That's got gangsterism.
Well done.
Not wise.
But you got to thank the advisor, the silent old Simba that advised me. They nearly had you, eh?
I'm pretty excited about it. I think I got a great team. I got Florence, I got Ritesh, and I got Gary for 30%. I think it's a good deal. I think we'll go places with these guys. I'm really happy about Simba Savannah.
Coming up after the break.
I don't know why I want to invest in this business, because I feel like I'm just investing in a law firm. Well, I believe.
I'm failing to understand your link with the
Are you saying
The
they're
legal
breaking the
firm.
law?
okay.
Or
yeah,
they're breaking the law?
I'm not understanding how they're going to do it.
Hi guys, my name is Lynette Farirai and I'm here on behalf of Deceased Estates Information Center. We started in 2013. We are hoping to get networks from the Simbas and we are hoping that they jump on the boat with us.
Hello I'm Ngoni Patoni Musendo. We work with DAIC, Deceased Estates Information Center. This is a wholly Zimbabwean company that was established in 2013 after we had noticed a gap in estate planning. We realized that in Zimbabwe, on average, over 100,000 people are dying per year, and slightly more than half of them, there are people who have got the registrable estates, but there has been poor estate planning, and they end up losing their properties. So this Information Center was established to assist in estate planning. On estate planning, that includes preparation of wills, preparation of family trusts, and general advice on estate planning. On top of that, we also do estate management. That is when a person is already late, assisting in the managing and executing over the estate. And apart from that, we also do awareness campaigns, helping people to appreciate the importance and the need for estate planning and estate management. And we believe our competitive advantage is also that we are young, we are versatile and dynamic. We are also coming from professional backgrounds. I'm coming from a legal background. I'm practicing as a legal practitioner. She's a registered estate administrator. And we believe we have got something which the nation needs. Lynette will give us on the figures.
Thank you. And what we have realized in estate administration is that tradition has it that here in Zimbabwe, people just do estate administration, whereby the person has already died and everybody will be doing firefighting. But with Deceased Estates Information Center, we are saying be engaged in estate planning, prepare a will, get a whole life insurance, give a provision for duties, because most people now understand that it is important to acquire properties in Zimbabwe. And they do that during their lifetime, whether it is through mortgages, through cooperatives, and so on. But however, they do lose these properties to taxes, to family disputes, to death taxes, and so on, just to mention just a few. So with Deceased Estates Information Center, we've come up with a program where we are saying it is important to have knowledge before anything happens to you, rather than reacting when you've lost a loved one. Just for you to get an idea of what we've been doing in the past 2 years, we have managed to hold at least four workshops. And in the 4 workshops, we've got estates that are around $880,000 in value. However, the tariff for estate administration stipulates that we get 4.3% of the gross value of every estate that we administer. So since we got $880,000 of value, it means that we got almost $40,000 in terms of revenue, which is not yet in the bank account since we are still administering some of the estates. We have also managed to do several wills, trusts, and we've also managed to give legal advice to other people that walk in as well. We realize that it is also important that if we were to get one Simba on board, they will be able to help us prepare a product whereby people do not lose their properties due to not providing for taxes. So we may need somebody in the banking sector or in the legal field who will prepare a product such as a whole life insurance product that will be able to cushion people from losing what they have.
What's the offer?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, small little point.
We are offering 20% in exchange for 10,000.
I don't know why I want to invest in this business, because I feel like I'm just investing in a law firm. You do things that exactly every law firm, including Florence here, and her law firm, what she does.
In fact, I meant to ask a few more questions, because if you already have a lawyer as part of your team, and if you have got a lawyer, you know that you are guided by the tariff of the Law Society in terms of what you can charge as legal fees.
As well as
you are not allowed to charge below other legal firms. So how are you going to get around that? Because I heard you say you want to charge $50 for drafting wills.
Maybe I could assist a little bit on that.
Yes.
This has been registered as a private company, but not as a law firm. And in our negotiations, we have already engaged another bank in regard to this. So it becomes a a specific in-house, yes, arrangement between two companies, but not necessarily between a law firm and the bank. So we're not looking at it as an arrangement between maybe a law firm and the bank, but between private companies.
Yeah, but here is the thing, because you are now seeking to give legal services without the correct expertise. You are drafting wills which require legal expertise, and if you are going to get that service from a lawyer, the lawyer is bound by law, by the Law Society tariff, to charge a certain amount for the will.
There you go.
I am an estate administrator by profession,
Yes.
registered with the Council of Estate Administrators in
Yes.
Zimbabwe.
And you're a lawyer?
I'm governed by the Estate Administrators Act, and I'm allowed to prepare wills.
And you're a lawyer?
No, I'm an
I'm
estate
the lawyer.
administrator.
Why would I go to an estate administrator instead of going to a lawyer?
You would come to me because I've worked in the High Court of Zimbabwe at the Master's Office for 8 years. And lawyers, most lawyers, sorry to say, most lawyers might not, actually some of the business that we're getting it from legal practitioners who want us to specialize in estate administration since they do other things like court.
I don't have any problems with the estate administration, I'm aware of that. But where you are talking about drafting of wills and the tariff says it's $400, and you are seeking, you say you are entitled to draft the wills.
What would you say?
Well, I believe...
I'm failing to understand your link with the
Are you saying
The
they're
legal
breaking the
firm.
law?
Okay.
Are they
I-
breaking the law?
I'm not understanding how they're going to do it.
So, Flo, you know this. Is this legal? Is this legit or not? That's all I want.
The way they say they're pretty much talking about some kind of circumvention from what they are saying. Because they are saying lawyers are going to charge $400. That is what their tariff says.
Yeah.
But we are prepared to do it for 50,
Exactly.
right? And there is a market for that. But her relationship with the lawyer who then comes in to circumvent other lawyers, I don't know how that is going to work though.
Do you think they can get away with it? Because this sounds like an angle with $400 to $50.
Yes.
This could be exciting.
Okay, so we all don't get deceased by the end of the show. Let me just fast forward this if I may.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Coming up after the break.
No, Nigel, you did.
Database. You're offering us.
I never ever go into a business as a minority.
Oh, really? So you want to be a majority shareholder?
Not really.
Lynette and Ngoni are offering affordable legal solutions. With the help of one of the Simbas, they could turn it into a money-making machine.
I love these guys. You know why? Because you're doers. And I think there's something amazing about entrepreneurs who are, in a sense, quiet and just get on. You know, so I like introverts. I like you. I'm going to come forward and say, I think I can help sell this. I've got the space and the relationships with the hotel groups to get you into these workshops. This is a volume business. And let me also say this on the record. I think that 4.3% is ludicrous. I don't want to pay it. So let's see if we can even break that. I know we're breaking the law. That's why we need you on board. But I think our people need a great deal. For that, I'm coming in with $20,000 worth of value. I want 20%. I'm not asking for a lot, with an option for another 5 if you like what I'm saying and no one else joins me. I would like another Simba, but I think you've got something if we can make it scalable and sell it. And I think we can.
I want to make you a counter offer. I've played this game very well. Making money makes sense. Does that sound like...
Yeah, we did that together, didn't we, Nigel? Oh, just remember, yeah.
Absolutely.
You didn't even have a mandebu then.
Yes.
Why don't you guys
So
be?
here's the deal. Gary and I will join you guys, okay? But we want 40% of your business, okay? $20,000, we will make that easily. I mean, you're running very low on, 9 workshops. We got to have these workshops weekly. We got to go national. We got to go on TV. We got to go big. You either do this big or we go home.
So far, it sounds interesting.
Can I make you a counter offer?
Yes.
Because I am a lawyer. I would be able to develop this product so that you are not on the fringes of the law. So that you've got the expertise that you require in terms of the product that you are delivering. I would put my time into it. I would also be able to offer you offices if need be. And the value of my services, plus the work that I would do to create the product that you are looking for, I'll put a value on it of at least 40,000. Because you know my charging rate. You said you're a lawyer, you're standing there, you know how much I'm entitled to charge.
Yeah.
And in return for that, I'll take 30% of the business. That's what I would offer you.
I've got 2 property developments that are already complete. You know, I'm involved with a listed company, and we've got 9,000 residents. And I can give you those 9,000 residents so that you can start.
For what stake? 5%?
No, Nigel, you did.
Database. You're offering us.
I never ever go into a business as a minority.
Oh, really? So you want to be a majority shareholder?
Not really. But if you're taking 20, why can't I get 20, Nigel?
No, we're sharing. We're sharing 30.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are sharing 20? Okay, I'll take 15%.
Lynette, I'd like to make you a counter offer. Okay. My offer will include Nigel and Gary. If the 3 of us can get 40% of the company, we'll bring in the legal expertise, the financial requirements, the marketing expertise, and the financial expertise. You can consider what Chamu is saying, but I want you to remember that 9,000 house owners cannot be forced to sign a deal that they don't want. You need to market and to convince people. So take that into account.
Chamu has a database only. We'll get there. Nothing precludes us from actually marketing to them. So don't worry about his 9,000. This is the deal of the century.
It's sounding quite interesting. And how would you consider, instead of 40%, maybe 30%, 32%? I believe 30% of an elephant is better than 40% of a rat.
No, we are aware of the value that we're going to bring on the table.
Yes.
Because if the 3 of us are committed to working with you, we are committed to dealing with all other issues that are involved. Also, it means our time, and we've got to have a reasonable return. This is a business, it's not a charity. So if we're going to do it, we've got to have a return. If the return is not good enough, we're not part of it.
You really don't want me in this business, Florence, do you? You keep saying the 3 of us, the 3 of us.
Chamba, what are we fighting here? Why don't you just join us at 10% and stop being greedy?
No. I hear you, but my condition is very simple. I don't want to be driving a hard bargain. I'm saying, as the subscription increases, I'll introduce you to my team, and then as the listing goes, so as my shareholding also increases. Like if you have got 1,000 people from my people who have subscribed, surely you can compare me to Nigel who's giving you 20 grand.
I think the long and short of what Chamu is saying here is that you are now getting far much more than the 10,000 you were looking for.
Yeah.
Far much more than that. And I think as investors, we are also entitled to a return.
Yeah, the only thing I can say, guys, is, with due respect to my fellow Simbas, if you take so much equity in their business, where's their incentive? To drive that business.
Don't try to neutralize.
Ritesh, I don't even see that as the equation. The equation right now is scaling this business beyond the heights that these 2 can go. We believe in you. You've got 4 on the table. I'm submitting, don't go more than 10%, guys.
Yeah.
That takes it to 40. You've got 4 Simbas in, each with different angles on this deal. We believe in you. You're going to completely rebrand, retouch the marketplace, and possibly even go regionally. We're going to follow the line of the law, and we're ready to fight for you.
You got
10. Done. Now it's 40.
With an option. He has an option to actually up as long as he beats a threshold of
decrease,
4. What we want 4.5, 4,500.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
then he can buy another 5%, and you'll buy at value.
Do we have a deal? It's your court.
Yes, we have it.
All 4.
My only
Or do you want to change it?
Would have loved somebody on board who has experience in accounting.
No, but we have more than that.
Don't worry about that.
So we have a deal.
Gary, left out of
We're super excited for getting 4 Simbas on our team, and we appreciate the conversation that was in the room. We're excited about the future, and good luck to us.
Next week on Simba Savannah.
You have to go into the meat of the issue. You can't just jump from having an idea and because your idea sounds good, you say to someone, please, can you give me money?
Are you saying you want me to, is it a corporate social responsibility on my part?
Well, it's a social entrepreneurship that we're pursuing as young people.
None of the Simbas here, we all have hearts, but none of us are charitable organizations.
Some are smaller than others.
Yeah?
I want to hear from Chamu. He's my lead investor. He throws in good cues.
Rati says, at the moment, you've got a good idea. Rumi, this is not a good idea.